Welcome back. In this week's must-have new Skyrim mods, I've picked out another collection of incredible mods that can take your load order to the next level. From mods that transform Skyrim into a cinematic experience, to immersive first-person enhancements, and even beautifully crafted outfits that make your character look more elegant than ever. I think there's something here that every Skyrim player will enjoy. So I hope these amazing mods help you kick off your week with a fresh dose of inspiration. And without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into the mods. The Cinematic Conversation Camera mod transforms Skyrim's ordinary dialogue screen into a cinematic experience whenever you start a conversation with an NPC. During conversations, the mod automatically directs the camera to capture characters' expressions and the atmosphere in a much more natural way. By switching between a variety of camera angles focused on both the player and NPCs, it delivers a far more immersive experience than Skyrim's static dialogue view. Camera transitions are smooth, and each scene makes use of over-the-shoulder shots and close-ups commonly seen in movies and television, bringing the characters' emotions to life. Rather than simply zooming in, it makes every conversation feel like a professionally directed cutscene. The effect is even more impressive when paired with custom voice mods, DBVO conversation mods, and immersive role-playing setups. Conversations with NPCs no longer feel like simple exchanges of information. They become cinematic moments that greatly enhance the overall atmosphere of the game.
They called it the White Gold Concordat.
The Cinematic Idle Camera mod completely reimagines Skyrim's idle camera, turning moments of inactivity into cinematic showcases. Instead of the vanilla camera simply rotating around your character, the mod intelligently detects nearby points of interest and smoothly shifts the camera to highlight the surrounding environment. Whether you're standing in a bustling city, overlooking a mountain range, or resting beside a quiet campfire, every idle moment feels like a carefully directed cinematic shot. Camera movement is smooth and dynamic, creating natural establishing shots that make the world feel more alive. Rather than endlessly spinning around your character, the camera focuses on the scenery, architecture, and atmosphere, giving Skyrim the presentation of a modern cinematic RPG. The modern Bash Overhaul mod completely redesigns Skyrim's Bash mechanics. When combined with the Elden Parry mod, it transforms bashing into a much more modern and engaging combat system, making every encounter feel more exciting. The mod replaces bash animations for all weapon types, creating a far more refined and satisfying bash mechanic than the vanilla game. In Skyrim, a successful bash always staggers your opponent. With this mod, however, you must time your bash precisely to intercept an enemy's attack in order to stagger them. If your timing is off, you'll leave yourself exposed and take the full force of the enemy's attack. But if you land a perfectly timed bash, you'll stagger your opponent and create an opening for a powerful follow-up attack. This risk and reward system makes bashing a much more rewarding and enjoyable part of combat. After recently returning to Skyrim and exploring the latest mods, I was surprised that this one hasn't received more attention despite its unique and well-designed mechanics. If you're looking for a more dynamic and satisfying combat experience, this is definitely a mod you shouldn't miss. Helmet Overlays adds a whole new level of immersion to Skyrim's first-person experience. Instead of giving you a completely unobstructed view while wearing heavy armor, the mod displays helmet-specific overlays that make you feel like you're actually looking through your helmet. From open-face helmets to fully enclosed helms, each type has its own unique visual effect. Some players may find the reduced field of view uncomfortable, but for others, that's exactly what makes the experience so immersive. By limiting your vision based on the helmet you're wearing, the mod creates the feeling that you're actually inside the helmet, making first-person gameplay much more believable. Originally developed between 2020 and 2023, the mod is no longer actively maintained. However, it still works perfectly with my current mod list without any noticeable issues. Back in the Oblivion days, there was a similar mod called Helmet FOV, and seeing the same concept brought to Skyrim immediately caught my attention. I'm sure players who enjoy immersive first-person gameplay will appreciate what this mod has to offer. It supports not only Skyrim's base game helmets, but also most helmets added by the official DLCs. Once you start using it, choosing a helmet isn't just about finding the one with the highest armor rating anymore. You may even find yourself considering how much visibility each helmet provides, adding a whole new dimension to your equipment choices. Bard Hero turns Skyrim into a true rhythm game. Instead of simply watching your character play an instrument, you'll actually perform the music yourself using a 5-fret rhythm system inspired by classic rhythm games. Every note counts, and your timing determines how well the performance unfolds. The mod supports a wide range of instruments, including the lute, flute, drums, and even an electric guitar. It also features a practice mode, allowing you to master difficult songs before taking the stage. For my own setup, I chose not to include the electric guitar and kept the rhythm game limited to Skyrim's vanilla instruments. I think small gameplay additions like this make Skyrim feel much richer, adding new activities beyond combat and exploration. If you're looking for a fresh way to experience the game, I definitely recommend giving a mod like this a try. It adds a unique layer of gameplay that makes Skyrim even more enjoyable. SkyPlace gives you total freedom to move, carry, and place objects anywhere in Skyrim. Instead of being limited to static furniture, you can pick up almost any movable item and position it exactly where you want. Whether you're decorating your home, rearranging furniture, or just creating your own unique living space, the system feels intuitive and responsive. Compared to older object manipulation mods, SkyPlace feels much smoother and easier to use. It supports both keyboard and mouse and gamepads, so placement feels fast and precise without fiddling with console commands. Honestly, this mod sparked an interesting idea for me. I'd love to see a mod where you craft your own furniture, gather wood, leather, build chairs, beds, then use SkyPlace to put them wherever you like. I think that would add a whole new layer of immersion to player homes. One thing I really appreciated was the clean and intuitive interface. Adjusting the position of objects is super convenient and feels natural. That said, I've sometimes had to rearrange my load order because objects don't always line up properly with the terrain. If a feature update allowed adjusting ground or landscape positions, it would be even better. So far, I haven't seen any bug reports, and it's been stable in my game. Since it doesn't require an ESP, it's easy to add. So if you don't already use an object placement mod, SkyPlace is absolutely worth trying. Delicate Zhuque adds an elegant, high-quality outfit to Skyrim with beautifully crafted details and realistic physics. Inspired by traditional Eastern fashion, it features a flowing dress, shawl, accessories, and detailed SMP cloth physics that make every movement feel natural. Whether you're walking through a city or exploring the wilderness, the outfit moves gracefully, giving your character a far more refined appearance. The set is fully craftable and includes multiple individual pieces, allowing you to mix and match them with other outfits. Thanks to its high-quality models and collision support, the clothing not only looks beautiful, but also behaves naturally during gameplay. Personally, I think this is one of those armor mods that focuses less on combat and more on presentation. If you enjoy taking screenshots, creating character showcases, or simply giving your character a more elegant look, it's an excellent addition to your load order. ElSopa Zack's Redone gives one of Skyrim's most common objects a stunning visual overhaul. Sacks are scattered all throughout the game world, yet most players barely notice them. There also aren't many high-quality replacers available, making them one of the more overlooked objects when it comes to modding. This mod completely rebuilds them from scratch with high-quality meshes and textures, making every sack look far more detailed, while still fitting perfectly within Skyrim's original art style. I installed the 2K version for my own setup, but the mod also offers a 4K option for maximum visual quality and a 1K version for players looking to save performance. You can simply choose the version that best suits your system. Sacks are actually one of the objects you'll see surprisingly often throughout Skyrim, and I think the vanilla models have always looked noticeably outdated. They're one of those objects that really deserve a proper visual upgrade. ElSopa's signature style adds an impressive sense of depth and realism, so once you install this mod, you probably won't have to think about sack textures ever again. It's a small upgrade on paper, but one you'll notice every time you explore dungeons, farms, or warehouses throughout Skyrim. That wraps up this week's must-have new Skyrim mods. I hope you found at least a few gems for your load order. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you won't miss future mod showcases. And if you've found any amazing mods lately that deserve more attention, share them in the comments below. Thanks again, and as always, have an amazing week. See you next time.